How many times does this happen? You take the top off and then you go and squirt it and you can't because this is blocked up. So what do? You take it out, you look for a nail, you look for a fine bit of wire and you clean it out. Before I actually get into sizing this, I'll show you a great little workshop aid you can have that prevents that from happening. Now I'll just put that to one side. I actually use 3 different types of PVA. I use a quick drying one when I've got something that is a bit delicate and I want it to go fairly quickly. I've got an exterior one which is waterproof. Those of you that have seen the chopping board videos, that's the glue I used on that. And then the ordinary interior is just a go-to glue when I'm not using hide glue. But to overcome this problem of taking the top off and finding that glued up, grab a bit of scrap. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what it looks like. As you can tell, that's a pretty manky old bit of something. And a flat bit. Now, get the diameter of the top of your lid. So no matter what glues you're using, get the diameter at the top. Up. Get a set of verniers out. Okay, that's 24 mil. So I know I don't have a 24 mil spade bit, but I do have a 25 mil spade bit. So what I'm going to do is I'll mark these out, grab a pencil, mark these out so they're nicely spaced, don't have to be exact, and then I'll just put a mark there, mark there, mark there. I've got that much from the end, so I've got that much from the end and a mark there. So I'm going to cut it off here, and then along here with a 1-inch spade bit I'm going to drill a hole all the way through. You can use a Forstner bit if you like. They're a lot more accurate, but really this doesn't require to be accurate. It's just a serviceable bit of kit to have around your bench. So I'll find the centre of the board. The quick way of finding the centre of the board is you can measure it, and I've shown techniques of how to use it with a ruler, do it with a ruler. But honestly, if you get pretty close with a marking gauge, then make a mark, and then turn the timber around and use the marking gauge on the other edge, make another mark. Actually, that can be lucky sometimes, that one's spot on. But generally, you're a little bit off this side, a little bit off that side, and then you divide the space in between. But as we're going there, that we're right on the money. So what I'll do is get a square, and these marks I've made here, I'll pull those across. And then with the marking gauge, I'll just make a little line on that pencil line. Then using a punch, where those two lines intersect, just give myself a little start. And that's it. Now I'll just go over to the drill press. I'm going to drill all the way through. If you're going to drill all the way through, I'll show you a little technique that saves a lot of tear out. Now I know you couldn't see me at the drill press, but what I've done, I've actually drilled with this spade bit down until the tip is just coming out the end. And I can just feel it there. It's about sticking through by about 1 millimetre. Now what I'm going to do is go back to the drill press, turn this bit of timber upside down and use that hole as a guide, and then I'll finish drilling it. It's only got maybe 6 mil to go, but what it does, it makes a nice clean exit, so you've actually got 2 entrances, so you haven't got big tear out. As I said, on this job it's not that important, but for future reference, if you're using these, that's how you get a nice entrance and exit on the holes that you drill. Okay, and there we have it, piece of wood. All we've got to do is push these little bits of waste out, and you've got a reasonably good exit and a reasonably good entrance. Now just to make sure that these fit in there, which they do, and that'd be perfectly acceptable, except it could fall over. I've got another bit of scrap. What we do is just place that somewhere around the middle. If you want, you can put a bit of glue on it. Send it for the glue rack, it's only fair. Pop that however you please. Grab some screws. And lucky last. And there you have it. Very easy to make glue storage rack. And all you have to do, if you want some glues, you just pick it up. And no more will you have dried glue in here.